Okay, so basically one thing that's very great about single family on a main road, if you could find property in the right location, in the right area, one thing that you can do right is you can look to see how can I build this multifamily? How can I build this commercial agriculture? How can I get the right area where it's going to appreciate and it's also going to be great for either as something that I can do outside of the box, or it's like something I can build this house, or I can build this apartment complex, or I can build this commercial retail space, this commercial building, or I can build a storage complex, or I can, property. And then there's areas where you can't do anything with the property that you can try to do solar. You can try to do, obviously I'm hearing and listening about data centers. You could also do, you have to think, what are the different variables from the best areas to the worst areas? And then you have to look from the expenses. What are my water going to be? What is going to be my heating going to be? What's my electricity? What is going to be, what's going to be the differences in what it takes to be able to build a real city within a very small space? When you go to a city-like area, density area, they built it from nothing. They built this whole area in Blauvelt out of nothing, right? So you could do it also. The Hasidics do it great, but you can do it amazing. And you can take an area, a piece of land and build. And there's so many apartment complexes going up. And you have to look at different areas. Where can I build different, basically, think outside of the box, come up with ideas, and basically try to figure out how to build a whole city on different areas, So you have to basically look into the different variables. What can be built here? How can I go into the zoning, change it? How can I bring an idea with a plan, with an execution, with a good vision? And I think you need a vision, and you also need to figure out what is the data, what are the basics, what has been done here in the last, say, 12 to 36 months, right? You could have a vision, but your vision is it great now? Is it great in this time, in this area? If you have an idea, but it's before the time or it's after the time, it's not the baddest idea. The greatest idea is at the right time, in the right place, with the right different movements, and going in there and basically coming and saying, hey, let's do X, Y, and Z. We have a price. We have a product and a asset that's better than anyone, right? When you make a decision, you got to run with that decision, That's what I've lived and learned. And you have to just make a decision, and whatever happens is going to happen. If the decision falls apart for whatever reason, okay, but you live and learn. If you tried your hardest in whatever the decision was, then you can live and learn with that. And if you take in a product, an asset, you make an impulse. The best decisions that I've done in my life that taught me the most, I would say, are decisions. I got that email, I got that information, and I went on it. I ran on it. I didn't ask any questions. I didn't ask people, should I do it, should I not do it? I just went and did it. I took a product, I took something, I did something, and then, I made this mistake in that thing. I did this wrong move or that wrong turn, and I can look back and say, oh, I could have done it this way or that way, but I made a move. So, biggest things that have changed, that made impact in my life at this point, are times where basically I make a decision and I run with it. I go and do something, and there's so much to learn. 6 months, I'm a person that learns 6 months, 12 months down the line after it happens. I don't learn as well in the moment. Some things I do, but you have to, take into account different people learn different styles, and, the people who built this whole city here, they learned, you know, you have to realize that there's different ways to do things, and there's different assets to look at, and there's different, basically, hey, do I want to build an asset this way or that way?